like now the Shidduchim world, it feels like you're going for a job interview.
Yeah.
Like you have to give like a resume with a photo, with this, with that. And like, how do you know somebody based on like a paper? Like it's a very broken system. Again, I don't know that it was like so unbroken 20 years ago. I'm sure there were other issues, but to feel like you're interviewing to be somebody's wife or husband is like weird to me. It's so unnatural and robotic. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that also, currently it's not as uncommon for people to maybe get married when they're not 20 years old.
True.
Now a lot of people are single for a lot longer.
True.
And my question is, do you think that modern dating is broken maybe from apps, or what has shifted in the past 20 years that makes dating seem so unbearable for some people now? Because I know that there are plenty of singles out there who dread dating.
Right.
Like really dread it. And I don't ever remember dating before my first husband or my second husband that dating was that bad.
Right.
So what do you think, what makes dating these days broken, this modern dating world?
So I think it's a couple of things. I think number one, people not necessarily going into it with the same expectation. Like going into it, I've had this before, unfortunately, with women, more so with women than with guys. Like guys going into it with like not really ready for marriage and like just wanting to like fool around. That's a big problem. Big problem. And that's, I mean, again, I wasn't like in depth in the Shidduchim world because I didn't have to, but I have friends that were, and like that wasn't something that was happening 20 years ago. Why that's happening now and why people think that like the apps are Tinder, I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Like why people think that like, especially when you're going through the process, I don't think it's as bad as when you're going through a shot plan, but when you're using the apps, like number one, coming to the table with the same expectations of like, this is serious and we're here for marriage, even on the first date. That was the whole point of Shidduchim to begin with, that we're all here for the right reasons. I'll be honest with you. One positive thing that I'm seeing in terms of people getting married a little bit later in life is they're being more selective and thinking more. They're not just like feeling that pressure, like I'm 20 years old, I have to get married, et cetera, et cetera. They're more so like thinking more about like, what do I actually want from a partner? I try my best when I get younger girls, meaning 19, 20, 21, that are asking me my opinion. I try my best to like help guide them a little bit. But there's also like a certain level of maturity that comes with age and et cetera. So while I'm not, listen, I got married at 20. I'm not recommending, you know what I'm saying? Like, different strokes for different folks. Yeah. Whatever works, but like,
yeah,
there is something to be said for that shift in that I think people are having more thought, putting more thought into it a little bit and not just like jumping into a marriage, especially now with like the way divorce is going in our community and all of that. Like for good or bad, it's happening a lot and people don't want to have to go through that process.
So if you had a guy or a girl come to you and they want to know if they're dating somebody with potential or they're dating with delusion, how would you break that down for them?
Okay, so delusion, personally in my opinion, is if you're dating somebody and where you see the person going is not necessarily realistic. It's almost like you made up this fantasy in your head. Like let's say you're dating a guy and I don't know, this is like, I'm getting this off the top of my head, but like I made up this delusion that he's going to become a surgeon. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be delusional. You can't just like make that up. He has to want to do it. Meaning I think that there's an aspect of this where like people need to learn that you cannot make another adult do something they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even in a marriage.
Yeah.
So potential is when you have that conversation, you talk about things, and you work together as a team. You can't just like make things up and hope they're going to happen.
Well, I do think a lot of people date with like rose-colored, like tinted
That,
glasses,
for sure.
and they
For sure.
can't see the red flags because everything is the same. Like people love to avoid them. Like people love to
That,
avoid
for
the red
sure.
flags because they're like, oh, it's just a phase. Oh, it's nothing. It's not a big deal.
So that's another form of delusion.
So, but what are some green flags that maybe aren't so obvious?
So, okay, so I know for me personally in my own marriage, but in a lot of the couples that I've treated or worked with, you need balance in a marriage, right? Like, let's say you have two people with that are both high anxiety. It's not going to work. Like, that's really hard. So I know a green flag for me that I think is so important in a relationship is having somebody that can kind of rolling with the punches comes to my head, but more so like that has that like emotional intuition to like know when to make things a big deal and to when not to, like when to pull back on certain things. That to me is a huge green flag. Some people view that as avoidance sometimes, that like, oh, he doesn't want to deal with the hard things. Well, no,
Right.
like to him or to her, that's not a hard thing. To him or to her, that's something that like I can manage it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? So I think having that balance, that dynamic in a marriage, in a relationship is really important.
In the frum world, shadchanim are usually involved in setting people up.
Right.
And at least also, I'm going to speak from experience as well. The shadchanim focus not just on the person, but on the family.
Yeah.
And sometimes people don't even think about the individual, but they think about the family. Like, oh, these families would go so well together. They would like, oh, they work so well together, but they don't think of the individual that they want to set up. What kind of damage can that cause that person for being put in that sort of position of, oh, but this person was read to me because our families go together. So maybe this is for me.
What kind of damage can it cause?